What is up, YouTube? My name's Ash, and welcome back to my crazy craft castle. I know I have not been recording updates properly. I tore down the original farms, and I added another layer, and I redesigned these farms. I love how they turn out. I have yet to fill them in. I even still have the ugly scaffolding on that one. Let's go clean that up. But I have made so much progress. I have been in love with this castle for the longest time, and it's so good to finally see it come together. I thought this project was over for quite some time. Once we lost the realm, I ended up backdating and losing a lot of progress, which really demotivated me. And I didn't know where to go, but the castle kept calling me in my dreams. It was just like a bug under my skin. Until I finish this castle, I don't think I'm gonna be able to rest happily. And I truly have a vision for this castle, so I figured I had to press on. So I started finishing this wing. I blocked out the super smelter and a fancy welcome sign we're gonna put here. Started building the spire and started digging the hole down to the ancient city below, but clearly we had some issues with TNT. And that was fun. And then this is my least complete wing. I have a ton to do here and have a ton to do everywhere, but we are quickly moving along. And after I complete this, I think we will use this as the starting point. Oh, this is all I've got. Don't look. Ugh. That does not make me feel good. We've been playing this game for 83 days. 5,383 days. And I'm still filling myself up with rotten flesh. Fitting. But let's go over and remove this scaffolding. I can run now. As you can see, I still have a couple holes, and it's still got a ton of work that needs to be done. It's just a lot more complete than the rest of the castle. Let's just parkour this. I should work more with scaffolding blocks, but I'm stubborn. I did get Swift Sneak. That was a fun adventure in the deep dark, which again was conveniently located right below the castle. I accidentally dug straight into it and knew exactly what I had to do. Oof. And we'll get this one. I guess we'll build up with deep slate, why not? Gonna be a bit of a pain to... Oh. We'll get it. Oh, we'll just use more stone bricks. Oh, cool, our beacon's in effect. I have the beacon set up here because I'm digging out the hallway underneath here. There was a massive... It was pretty much all filled, but no, I needed layers to my castle. I have so many plans for an interior underneath here. I have plans for this layer, but I don't know I don't have enough them planned out well enough that I can describe them. I don't know what I'm saying. It's been a while since I've been in the recording game, but I'm so glad to be back at my computer and finishing up this dream project. Some big plans for the future. Once I finish this castle, we are going to build a factory. In this factory, we will unlock creative mode in survival. And by that, I mean I should never have to work to get blocks again. At least minus the simple stone and black stone. We have generators for all that stuff. But we have some big plans for industry, and I want to record all of that. I feel like this castle is going to be able to prove what I am capable of, and in the industrial era, I will be able to get experience on the recording side like I originally intended for this castle project. Nice. One shot. But now that this scaffolding is removed, this back will look a ton better. And I want to take you guys over to spawn, because I went over to spawn the other day because I'm digging out a tunnel from this castle to spawn, and I needed to know the coordinates, but when I went over there, I noticed how large my render distance is, and you can see the entire castle from the spawn island. It looks spectacular. Oh, dang. Ow. Ow. Silly. Silly powdered snow. But it looked amazing. Like, I know this is a mega castle that I have spent 2 years of my life on. But I don't know, sometimes seeing how much progress I've been making lately has really just blown my mind a little bit. Because this will be my first ever real mega project. I guess we'll break in from here. How hard will that be? Not difficult. We'll get into our under layer. have our weapon ready. There we go. Grab these walls, fill that hole. And now I've got gonna put plenty more in. Yeah, we'll leave that for now. But this is the... Oh, God, you guys are the worst. Stop! Sorry about that. Where even am I? Okay, so... we have not dug this far out. This will be our library right here, and I guess our ticket in. Okay. Cool. Cool. I will edit that Mike Max out. That probably sounded awful. Oh no. I don't have a gold helmet on. I don't even have a gold helmet, and with the way this is lagging, I'm gonna be toast. Okay, I do have a gold helmet. Awesome sauce. Yeah. Let's go to spawn. Spawn is this way. Oh, shoot, I should have picked up food. Good thing this isn't a survival attempt. Here's spawn. Sadly, because this isn't a realm anymore, my buddy's no longer on it, but I do have a plan to bring him back. Once I finish this, I am going to go on a harvesting mission, and I am going to get every block he needs to finish his city. And I'm gonna bring the realm back and give him the opportunity to finish his enormous survival base. And then hopefully we can continue from there, because I don't plan on stopping. This is my forever world, and we're gonna be here for a while. I've got castles planned, I've got factories planned, I've got warships planned. I've got everything that I've wanted to do for so long in mind, and instead of doing it all in separate worlds, let's just do it all in this spectacular world. And I know I said I came over here for the view. I'm kind of teasing you guys with that, so I will change my settings, make sure we're at the perfect render distance. Video, oh, we're all the way cranked up to 96. That is plenty far enough. You could even maybe see the start of my warship. But let's look up, let that render in. And that is so imposing. That is my castle from the spawn island, and in my opinion, probably the best angle of it. We're gonna let those guys duke it out. I'm gonna eat more rotten flesh and heal up. But no, there's still gonna be a whole exterior. I still have to detail the entire thing. I'd like to say it can be done by the end of the year, but oof, we are gonna be cutting it. I've had some major life events happen. I moved all the way across the country, follow my dream, living out west. I didn't really know where west meant, but we found home in Palm Springs. It's an absolute safe haven for LGBTQ, and it is the most home I think I have ever felt in my life. But sadly, that has come with some caveats. I think I used that word right. We lost Apollo, and my best buddy. He was the best dog I've ever had. He got me through the hardest parts of my life, and yeah, I know he is here in my heart, and we will move on, but it has been a really rough couple weeks. I was originally intending to launch my photography venture at the Coachella Festival this year, and I am still super stoked to do so. I'm putting some flyers together and trying to just figure things out. But I've lost almost all momentum, and I have not made too much progress. So we're gonna see how Coachella goes. But hopefully I get some of my art out there, because I would love to go full-time photographer, videographer, anything that's just not beating my head into a wall. Like virtually every other job I've had. I have found some success as a caterer, and it is the best job I've ever had in my life. Sadly, it is seasonal, and tomorrow is actually the last day of the year before I hit the unemployment beat again. And I know the chances of me getting a job before next winter are a little slim. But we're gonna try to pursue my photography and art a little bit harder, because I think that it has all the potential in the world. I've just never sold myself. I've never put myself out there. I've never done any PR, any coaching. Everything has been self-taught, and I'm glad it's taking me down the path it's taking, because I really feel like we are on the verge of something wonderful here. I think it's just gonna be another month or two of really intense work and stress, but it's all stress that I've put on myself because I have certain expectations for what I put out, and I feel like the new gold standard has been set for me, and I've set a really high bar. I'm so happy to say that, but I'm really, really, really working on the best of the best that I've ever produced. And this is a distraction because look at this view of my castle. That is the one farm and the super smelter back there. That's gonna have a little section out there just to support that. I don't like how that's free floating. And then this is gonna be my little citadel. I'm gonna fix this up. I kind of started that wall ages ago, maybe in the first 500 days before I just said screw it, I'm moving into the castle. I had a small room at the time. I just needed to live there in order to create such a huge fortress. I can't wait to clean this up and turn this into its own little fortress. Got a couple little plans, but it's such an awkwardly shaped village, so it's gonna be very fun to rework and figure out what the best look is for it. So super excited about that challenge. I've been learning a lot about building. I've been following a lot of builders. I've been taking inspiration from other hermit crafters and learning how to do actual mega projects is a little bit different than just jumping in and doing it like I kind of thought it was gonna be. So I think I got in a little over my head a little early on, but we're back on track, baby, and I'm super excited. Again, everything is just chaos, and that's what life is. It's chaos embodiment, and I'm just along for the ride and making the best of it. And truly, I cannot wait to see the art that comes out of this year. It's gonna be a spectacular one, and hopefully we can finish this castle as part of it. If not, we will continue to work on it nonetheless. And we are just getting started. So, I hope you like this little castle update. I certainly liked making this. I feel like it flowed really well. I will get back to being busy, and I will give you guys another update once the castle is a little bit further along yet again. I cannot wait for that. So I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.